Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Longhorns ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none. Found as he stopped at the 23. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
You know, defenders have to really understand body position and where the football's coming from. And great job understanding that, getting in the way of the route, knocking the ball down, batting it away, making a good play for that defense.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
From the gun on third down. Quarterback moving. Looking down the middle. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, it...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, Carr. Unloads to the wideout. This one's complete. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Now here's Carr. And they're not on the same page there.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
From the gun on third down, Carr. He's got the tight end. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the...
Maybe a crease. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Keep it on the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Moving out to the right. On the run, fires downfield. Got him, and nobody's close. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this offense talked about coming into the game, creating those explosive plays, being great on 3rd down. Check, check. Both of those plays happen on the first drive, and they come through already in a great rhythm to start this football game.
Hand off for Brown. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFA.
To throw, Manning. Scrambling away. He's going to take off. Turning it on. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
Here we go. Ready. 95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge. Liz. Go.
A give to Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. He'll run it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Under fire. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Manning. Steps away to find some room. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Carr. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. The gun, third down, here's Carr. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Throwing, Carr. He'll let it go to the left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent.
Here he goes. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Longhorn. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, this dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his second touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping it. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Got his man.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Still looking on the move. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. To the air again, Carr. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Using his legs, it's Smothers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Quarterback making adjustments. Manning from the gun on third down. Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it out nearly to the 35-yard line, corralled and brought down. They'll mark it at the 34. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Here's Carr to throw. Keeps looking downfield. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more snap coming before halftime. Corners are going to bail. Dropping back, it's Carr. Here comes the heat. And here's the third interception of the night. Taking it the other way. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Breaks into the open. The extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Got a man in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Notre Dame right back to the line. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
On target. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put three.
Looking for the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
They're dealing with a second and long. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
To the air, it's Carr. Buying some time. He makes his way into the end zone for the 2, and now they trail by just 13. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Could be an alley. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Can't get him to the ground. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Texas! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've